Hey y'all, it's me again. I'm back for another video. This is actually number 8 now. I'm so excited about it. I didn't know that I would get this far in doing them, um, but I'm here, right? So, let's move forward with that. Um, if you guys are enjoying these, hit the subscribe button, maybe thumbs up, or leave a comment. I actually love reading each and every one of those, so that's really awesome that you guys take the time to leave a comment or something. Um, I think today I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Someone out there just a few minutes ago, yeah, Tracy, you, right? Reminded me that I can kind of talk about whatever I want to on this. I was thinking that sometimes I needed to go a little bit deep and that kind of stuff. I'm going to be emotional regardless, but I think that this one, um, someone, Tracy again, reminded me, maybe talk about the first time that I actually dressed up and maybe even went out. And also, I wanted to speak about purging because that's really a big thing for us along the way. So I'll start there. For many years, I guess was a closet cross-dresser, which meant, whenever I had an opportunity, I would, when I went out of town, when maybe my wife and kids weren't home and that kind of stuff, because I was, had everything bottled up and was keeping all that inside, I would dress in feminine clothing and attire that made me comfortable. Wasn't very good at makeup, had a little bit of it, but it wasn't so much about the makeup then as it was putting on the gender expression that made me congruent with what's going on inside. So, and that's probably difficult for a lot of people uh, that are cisgender. Um, Maybe that doesn't make sense, but when you're wearing clothing that doesn't feel right on you and that's what you're expected to wear, it's not good. It's not fun, and I spent 49 years doing that, right? So what I would do when what I meant by purging, and I'm sorry guys, as always, I'm gonna ramble a little bit. These thoughts are kind of random and stuff, but y'all just bear with me, okay? Uh, Purging, let's start there. Was along the way because I was hiding this stuff and could only, dress every once in a blue moon or whatever, something like that. I would attain clothing, some blouses, skirts, pants, shorts, whatever they were, feminine items, shoes, some makeup, accessories from time to time, some jewelry or whatever. Um, would use these items, I don't know, maybe once, maybe 2 or 3 times. I never really liked buying cheap stuff. I would sometimes just because it was easier. Um, but I'd go in bigger department stores, find out something that I kind of was attracted to that I thought may fit, and it didn't always, okay? It just, because didn't have an opportunity to like go in the dressing room and try them on, like I can these days, right? So I buy these things, wear them once or twice if I had an opportunity soon, um, and then realize that I wasn't going to go any further than this ever because I wouldn't allow myself and, I wouldn't speak to anyone about it. I was going to remain in the closet. So I toss it. Yeah, throw it away. Guys, over the years, thousands, thousands of dollars of buying these clothing items and throwing them away, trying to bury that part inside of me again, only to go out and purchase more items, maybe a week down the road, sometimes a couple of months, sometimes 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. It all varied on what was going on in my life at the time. If I was really busy with family and work, and there was not opportunity to dress, it might be a few months before I'd go out and purchase some more stuff. And then what did I do? Threw it away again. Um, happened over and over and over again. Um, Terrible feeling, absolutely terrible feeling. I thought that by doing that, that it wasn't gonna emerge again. Oh my God, how wrong was I, right? But anyway, so that's purging, and past all that, of course, and that hasn't happened in years. Uh, Now it's like if I just fall out of love with something, I'll sell it at consignment or give it away or something like that. But I don't waste those resources anymore. Okay, moving on. So the first time that I ever really dressed up and told someone about it was with Kelly. I'd already told her that this is something I had to explore. I thought I was transgender, but didn't know what to call it. I don't even think I said that then. I think it was more like, hey, I like to dress in feminine attire sometimes, in the privacy of my home, and that's something I need to explore. Uh, both at that time, we didn't know where it was headed. So this girl, amazing, amazing woman she is, uh, took me out. We bought a few things at the store. Didn't really try them on, maybe a couple of pairs of shoes, one time at the mall. And I think we are both really afraid that like someone we knew was going to see me or something like that. And so we kind of like had the lady let us into the dressing room, but kind of hide us. It was cute at the time. I remember my heart beating 100 miles an hour because I couldn't believe I was getting to do this. Went home and she helped me. We got dressed and she did my makeup and took pictures of me. I'm sorry, but that was the most amazing thing that anyone in my whole entire life had ever done for me. How vulnerable I was to see me like that and tell me, I'm sorry, tell me how beautiful I am, how beautiful I looked, and how much she loved and adored me. That was one of the first steps in accepting myself for who I was. Um, we stayed home that night. Maybe had a glass or two of wine or something, and hung out, watched a movie. One of the most amazing nights I can remember. At least at that time. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. um, I didn't mean to get caught up like that. This is really raw for me. Okay. So, not too long after that, probably about a month later, I told her, I need to go out like this. I need to go out in public. The only time I've been out in public, you know, before this was to, maybe get dressed, get in my truck or my car or whatever, and ride somewhere to like a park where there were very few people around. And I'd get out of my car and maybe, walk to a bench, sit down for a minute, get back in my car, especially if I saw another car coming or saw someone. I wanted people to see me, but I was definitely afraid of people seeing me. It was just cross dressing at that time. And I didn't walk, I didn't talk, I didn't really look, so much like a woman then. Um, and I would have been really embarrassed had I gotten seen. And I guess maybe I was, but like never confronted by anyone or anything like that. So anyway, so I told Kelly, we need to go out. So we don't live too terribly far from South Carolina. So we were over in Columbia. It's about 8 years ago for the weekend. Had bought a few things. I'd gotten a really nice wig that looked nice at the time. In fact, as a matter of fact, maybe I'll post some of these pictures for you guys. at some point. Today's not the day. I have to figure out where they're at. I think maybe even they're online somewhere too. But excuse me. But I'll get this posted and show you guys. At this point, I'm not embarrassed of any of that anymore. Um, so we got ready in the hotel room, and she's like, "Look, dear, I'm with you. I'm behind you. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to walk with you, and we're going to get through this." Stepping out of that room into the hallway of that hotel, and then getting onto the elevator to go down, to walk out into the street, to get the car, to go somewhere. Oh, wow. It still kind of takes my breath a little bit. My heart was, I know, racing 100 miles an hour. I was so afraid. Kelly was right there with me the whole time, but I just didn't know that I could do this, you know? We're in a very liberal city. We're in a very liberal portion of this city, um, with restaurants kind of in the arts district. And I think we went to like Mellow Mushroom, I had a slice of pizza and a couple of drinks or something there, and then went to another little bar and went home. So, we probably stayed out 2 or 3 hours. It wasn't long. Um, I have another story about the bar, the bar that we went to that first night. I kind of encountered an admirer, and oh God, I was not ready for that. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's another story for another time. I have to fill you guys in. Um, but anyway, stepped out for the first time with her, and it wasn't easy. Uh, I, it got easier, um, but every time we went to different places, I joined a meetup group in Atlanta. Met some fantastic people that are still dear friends of mine to this day that I chat with, often, and that are we're very supportive of one another, of course. Met with them and that kind of stuff, and so we did that. Tried to maybe once a month, once every couple of months. Um, that made things a little bit easier as time went, till I got to the point where I didn't need hand holding anymore. I didn't need someone to have to go with me. Um, just got easier and easier the more I did it. And again, at that point, I had not transitioned, so it felt a little awkward at times. But for me, those were things that I had to do. Just like recently, we were in an old hometown of mine that's really small, narrow-minded town for the most part. And I went into a restaurant to pick up to-go order. Kelly and I had ordered, and she's like, "Hey, you want me to go in for you?" And I'm like, "You know what? No, this is something I got to do for myself." So I did encounter people that I knew from before, when I was previously someone else, and definitely another gender. Um, but I held my head high, um, chest out, heels up, and did my thing, and loved it. Anyway, kind of rambling again. One more time, Tracy. You talked about me rambling. That's it, right? So anyway, I think that's about all for today. Just wanted to share that today with you guys. And just to let you know, if there's any of you that are considering transition or thinking about doing that, those type things get so much easier with time. Uh, they absolutely really do. Um, if you need support for that, reach out. I'll be happy to give you support for that. I know how I had someone to support me during that time without, I'm not going to, okay, I'm not going to say without Kelly, I would have been able to do this, but I think it would have looked a lot different. That's for sure. Um, she enabled me to uh, get to a point where I was able to love and accept myself and therefore move forward. Um, she got me from that point of complacency, and, you know, put some, lit a fire, I guess is what you'd say. Uh, Very supportive. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you all are well out there, and y'all have a great Thursday. And hope to see you again real soon. Peace.